And we've known each other for like about 3 years now. She's that friend who's always like, I don't think I've ever seen you in a bad mood. You're always like happy.
That's true.
And playing basketball.
That's true.
She was out in the morning. She was out in the evening. She was practicing at school. She was practicing after school. She found a love for basketball and she practiced every day.
She always keeps a smile on her face. Like, even if we're like sad, she like still finds a way to make us laugh.
Heather is the best big sister, especially for our 2 little boys. She helps them all the time with homework. She's like always there for the little boys. And then she's, likes to hang out with the older brother, Trevor, because they have the same likes basketball.
She gives us a lot of joy and fullness.
This is Guppy. We call him, at my house, we call him Guppy the puppy. He's my emotional support dog. I was healthy, I eat healthy, I was athletic, I was just doing good, but then it just happened out of nowhere. I only remember the morning before we went to school. I was gonna wear this really expensive shirt, but my dad said I couldn't wear it. But then I asked him if I could wear it, and he said yes. And then I didn't eat breakfast that morning. We went to school, and then after that, I don't know what happened.
We were just like taking the test, and then Joey said that he like heard you like breathing heavy. So then you like fell out of your chair, and then Miss Evans and Joey, and I think it was like Allegra probably, and they helped like flip you over, and then Frank called the office. I remember that.
So we decided to have the classroom evacuated and just left eventually me and the classroom teacher, Miss Evans, in there with Heather.
Me and my wife were both home. We were sitting down in the living room just spending some time together, and the phone rang, and I could see it was the school. I'm like, okay, it's the school. I answer the phone. It's one of the secretaries here, and she says, Derek, there's an emergency at school with Heather, and we need you to come down here. Can you get down here now? And I'm like, yeah, I'll be right there. I looked over at my wife, and I said, something happened at school. Let me go find out what it is, and I'll let you know. And I was like, as long as she's okay, it doesn't matter what happened. We can get through it. And so we walked in, and then everybody in the room just kind of looked at me, with a blank face, and I was like, where's Heather? So they said, oh, she's in the back. And so I started running. I just took off running, and I could see there was an ambulance out front. I looked inside the classroom, and I saw Heather laying lifeless on the floor. She had a CPR machine, Lucas device on her, and I knew immediately right then, it was really serious. I called my wife. I said, you just need to get to the hospital.
So as I got there, like I said, he saw me, and he broke down and just said Heather had a heart attack, and like everything just left my body. Like, I can't believe that it happened to my daughter.
For 24 hours straight, she had this lifeless look and nothing was moving. So that was the hardest thing to see. You just had to be patient and wait.
As soon as I was able to, I had the opportunity to visit Heather in the hospital, deliver cards and well wishes. And
what stuck out to me was that everyone was sending me prayers. Even if I didn't know them, I didn't talk to them at school, everyone was there.
And not just that, but be able to bring, all the positive things that I saw that day back to our campus and our community. Derek and I, we had walked out to the parking lot together. Mr. Freligh had mentioned something along the lines, I forget the exact words of,
how long was it till somebody started CPR? And
that was a emotional and a tough moment for me, because for me personally, I think that there's so many people that deserve attention and praise for what took place here on this campus.
And I said, I don't know how long, and I don't know who started it. And he looked at me, he said,
well, it was me. And it was a tearful moment.
And I just broke down crying, and I gave him a hug, and I said, thank you. Thank you for saving Heather. And because I know how important it is, seeing what CPR can do.
So I was the first person, or the person here on campus to perform CPR on Heather. It was the emergency dispatcher on the other end of that phone call that I can still hear her voice today saying, okay, well, you're going to begin CPR, and begin to talk me through the directions. 2 weeks before Heather's cardiac arrest, we had gone through our CPR first aid training through our school district, and that was a major contributor in making sure that I was as ready as I could be in that moment.
I think people should learn CPR because, example of what happened to me, If Mr. Thiel or anyone didn't know CPR, then I wouldn't be here today, and I wouldn't be able to keep doing what I love and be with my family.